How's it going, y'all? So, if you could see what's going on today with celebrities and people that are notorietable or high notoriety, right? Because they're actually in a position of power, their name rings bells in all different types of rooms and spaces. So people know them all across the world, and they have a value, right? So these people have connections with all types of resourceful individuals, whether it's people that deal with the law, like lawyers, whether it's people who attain some type of resource or run businesses, or just have a high place in society, right? End of the day, you slander one of their names, aka you put out some false information on them, that's when an author, a publicist, a magazine, a news media can get a lawsuit, right? So that's why, even if it's not specific to that person, if a person has to do something like that, like what's happening with Kanye, just like that, people of that specific entity or that group will blackball somebody, right? So if your name isn't specifically mentioned, and if you're not a high status celebrity, pretty much there is no such thing as slander. Now you can say, if someone says directly something to a group of people about you, or trying to restrict you and being prejudiced based off of anything, and people want to claim and tie in prejudice to just race and shit, but if people are trying to put off something for people not to fuck with you, that's slander right there, right? But if someone, number one, doesn't mention your name directly, that is not slander. Number two, if you're not a high status individual, and if a person is not putting out false information, that is not slander. So if something is the truth, then that's the truth. Nobody is slandering your name just because it sounds bad. Okay, you did something bad, or something that's perceived as wrong, or if people want to make it a joke, people do all different types of shit. If something fucked up happened to me or you, or we see someone on the street, people make fun of people all the time. Is it right or wrong? Only God can say. But we all have stories to tell and shit to say, right? And the problem is, you know, someone can say something about me, true or false, and it's up for other people to believe it and anticipate that notion, right? So number one, if you ain't someone who's successful, who has an established name, a company, a business, or you're a celebrity of some sort, then nobody can really slander you, especially if you are doing everything right, right? So some false information, that is slander. If it is true information and you just don't like how it sounds, then that's not slander. Because when they look at the evidence, or when they look at the past and they see what's going on in the future, if that is equivalent, okay, then that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So when you are a high notable person and someone puts out false information about you, you're going to sue that company or that whatever publicist that is, right? But it is not slander to put out the truth about a situation, a circumstance, or about anything. That is not slander if it is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Now, not all of it has to be done with the court, but somebody just might cut you off because they don't like what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So this is the world we live in. You know, lawyers cost money. You know, people are valuable. Their time is money. So no matter what you do, it's gonna cost. You want to go get a massage, it's gonna cost. You want to go get some food, it's gonna cost. You know what I'm saying? You want to go buy a home, it's gonna cost you. You know what I'm saying? How much money is you making a year? What do you do for a living? You know what I'm saying? Who do you really know? You know what I'm saying? So people just be wasting their time. You know what I'm saying? So this is the shit that we gotta deal with in society. People think they all high and mighty, you know what I'm saying? Because of whatever false sense of reality someone's giving them. And then once that starts to deteriorate, now they trying to, you know, do anything to keep what they have going to flow. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying, you know, God's going to show you good things and bad things. And when God shows you the bad things, you got to accept it. It comes down to a person, a situation, a group of people, anything, because that's just what it is. And once you learn that lesson, you just keep on going. You know what I'm saying? So slander, yes, someone can slander your name. They could put out false information on you. It's very true. You know what I'm saying? It's happened to me. But I ain't too worried about that shit because God knows the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, but when there is actually a high status individual and their name is being slandered, or they run businesses, or they're high in society, they will do something about that. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted out here.